Where do you turn to learn about the future? I was having an interesting conversation recently with a client that I've worked with for many years, and we were re-engaging on how we could work together again for me to help him and his leadership team, the senior leadership team in this large organization, about understanding about the future. And it's great. It's great that he's coming back because he knows that the future keeps changing, and so he calls on me from time to time to help him and his team understand some of what's happening externally so that they can make their plans internally. And in this conversation, he asked me an interesting question. He said, Gihan, really glad to be working with you again. Where else should we turn to learn about the future? And I love the fact that he asked that question, because it shouldn't only be about going to external people like me. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm very happy that I'm working with him, but it shouldn't only be that, because you can have a one-off hit by having me come in and talk to your leadership team, and that's great because it gets you started. But when I walk out of the room and when that leadership team disbands at the end of their offsite, it doesn't mean that the world stops changing. So you need ways that you can continuously learn about the future. And I was telling this client about another client of mine who I worked with recently. I won't mention her name because I don't want to embarrass her, even though it's a very positive story. But Kate, if you're out there, hello to you. And I was working with her and her senior leadership team. Again, she was getting me in to facilitate some conversations with the leadership team about some new future-ready initiatives that they're rolling out through their organization. So I facilitated a couple of sessions with their leadership team. And this particular leader, she was involved in those sessions as well. And I was so impressed at the way that she participated in those sessions. She wasn't just the CEO who brought me in to work with the leadership team. I mean, she was that, but she wasn't just that person who left it to everybody else. She went all in herself into those sessions. So there was some pre-work that was required, and she did the pre-work. In fact, she did more than anybody else in the team. In the sessions itself, she was fully a participant, not the boss, and she was listening to what other people were saying and learning from everybody else in her team. And I was saying to my other client, this is exactly what a leader should do. Wherever you are, whatever your role, whether you're the CEO, a middle manager, or in some other role in your team, if you're leading and managing a team, don't be the person who thinks you know everything, and you shouldn't be listening to people in your team. And when I say in your team, I'm not only saying your peers and colleagues at the same level as you, but the other people in your team, if you like, your direct reports, because many of them will have ideas that are relevant for you, your organization, maybe even for your sector, to give you a competitive edge or to help you do things better. So as a leader or a manager, immerse yourself in the future, not only by going out to external people like me, and you should do that as well, but also listen to everybody in your team. And I was saying to this client of mine, we used to say there's no I in team. I'm sure many of you have heard that. There's no I in team. There's no I in team. And I say no, it's exactly the opposite. There is an I in team, and everybody in your team, they're an I, they're an individual, they're unique, they have different perspectives, different lived experience, and it's that individuality and those perspectives that will make a great team, if you allow it. So be there, listening to what's happening in your team, and enable them to share their ideas, share their perspectives, and contribute to what you're doing in understanding the future and your role as navigating that team through the future. Now, if you'd like to know more about this, I'm running an online presentation soon. It's free, it's public, it's open to everybody. I've called it Seeing into the Future, and I'm going to share some of the things that futurists do to help you understand more about the future. And spoiler alert, one of those things is listening to the people in your team. But I'm going to share with you some other things as well. This presentation, it's public, it's open to everybody. You'll find the link to register here. So please register and invite other leaders, managers, and other team members to join as well. I'll see you in the future.